Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Roundtable is for Villains. I'm your host, CARTOONZ, the Red and Black OC. And what do we do on the show? We talk about ponies, movies, anime, and TV show, all in between. And today on the show, we're going to talk about anime. And also, I got another special guest, the one, the only, Sweetie Bot.
Hello.
So,
Actually, I don't think it's anime.
So, Sweetie Bot, what are we talking about today?
Today is a childhood favorite, Ponyo. Yay, Ponyo.
Yeah, I love that anime movie. I've seen it like 1,000 times.
I'm not sure if it is considered anime or not.
Well, I think it is.
But the movie is made by the same producer as Totoro was.
So I'll let you start us off.
Me?
Yep.
Actually, I've never done this before. What can I say about it? I really can't think of what much to say. It was a childhood classic for me.
Well, pretty much starts off with a little goldfish named Ponyo.
Ah, yes.
Then
She turned into, what is it, human? No, not human.
well, pretty much her father wants to keep her safe out of the human world.
Yeah. I really dislike that guy. He was my least favorite character in that.
And then, because he doesn't like the human world and all that. But Ponyo wants to expect the human world, like, what's it like? And then all of a sudden, later on, we're introduced with the mother and the child.
Yes. What was his name? Mercuro something or other?
Something around there. Then, all of a sudden, he spots a goldfish. He takes it to school and shows the orderly, but no, actually, his name is Sasuke.
Yeah.
And then
His father was, boater.
Yeah, Sasuke's father was a boatsman.
I thought it was more fisherman than boatsman.
Yeah, boatsman, it's both the same. Then all this, yeah. Then the mother watches Sasuke while the father is on the ship in sea. And then Ponyo's father's still going to keep her away from the human world, and all of a sudden he has magic powers.
Well, he didn't start out that way. We find out with a backstory briefly. Her mother's the ocean, and her dad's like in between worlds.
Exactly. And
Crazed family.
yeah, and then he gets some magic potions. I'm surprised he doesn't. I'm surprised those windows are keeping him afloat.
Yeah.
Then Ponyo runs away from home. Then all of a sudden,
runs away, yes, but not. She starts as a fish and slowly turns into a little girl while she runs.
Yeah.
Which I found really adorable.
Yeah, we all did. And then, while she's swimming around in the human world, she pretty much just gets stuck in this gutter boat thing while the boat's picking up trash. Then Sasuke finds a fish in a bowl and then pretty much shows it to class and to her relatives and his family.
Yeah, and it was like, I think it was really heartfelt, the meaning behind it, family, friendship,
Yeah.
romance.
And then the mother thinks she thinks he's human.
Yeah. I can just imagine the comments right now saying, the new...
And then she starts eating sandwich, but she likes the meat, not the whole sandwich in general.
Yeah, she eats the bologna.
Yeah. And then I think Sasuke gets bit by Ponyo, then that's how she became human.
Actually, she was... Yeah, I think so. If I remember correctly, she was trying to heal his wound up. He cut his finger open on a bottle. Yeah, because one of the lines that her dad said was, "You tasted human blood."
And then they have this storm, and the mother tries to think she can pass the storm.
And she's the, what was it, nurse at the hospital?
Yeah.
Retirement home?
Yeah, that's what it's called. And who lives on top of a hill while you have bad storms?
Not very many people I know of. People like caretakers of the lighthouse. I didn't really see a lighthouse near that house.
And then the mother and the child sees the father, and they pretty much communicate with her with the old flesh, whatever. And the mother says, B-U-G, B-U-G, pretty much bug off.
You sound drunk.
Yeah, I know, folks. We're probably getting this order all mixed up, but we're just saying it at random.
It's my first time.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Back to the movie story. Ponyo's dad comes up to Sasuke's house. Then we thought he was killing the weeds, but the father says, "This is not weed killer."
No, he said it was to keep him hydrated or something.
Yeah. And then
it's never explained why he hates the humans so much.
I don't know why either. Then pretty much Ponyo's mother of the seas pretty much explains the situation. Talk about the world is unbalanced.
That was the main fear, you know. Big, huge waves all over the place.
Yep.
Total apocalypse.
Yeah. And pretty much they get home, and then Sasuke sees Mom, there's a girl out there.
Yes.
Then all of a sudden, it stops raining, the water recedes back, and then Sasuke sees Ponyo, then Ponyo runs up to Sasuke, hugging him, then the mother says, "Do you know this girl?"
I found that part touching. I think the other part, what part are we on, the middle?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the middle. Basically, towards the middle or end, they actually use Sasuke's toy boat
Yeah.
to go find his mom.
Yeah. And then, pretty much, the house is all flooded with all the water and all that. Here comes the boat. Pretty much, they need it to find his mother and all that. Oh yeah, and here's this part we missed. Pretty much, well, Ponyo's now a human. She eats human food. She tries some noodles and all that. Then, now we're finding her mother. Everybody's on the boat. Get to safety. Then, here come these two parents on a boat, on a picnic. Then all of a sudden, Ponyo says this. And his dad says, "Here, Sasuke, you want to have another candle?" And he says, "Sure."
Yeah. Her mom was the sea. Ponyo's mom is the sea.
Mm-hmm. And then...
That's like human. That raised a lot of questions.
It did.
When I rewatched it, it didn't make any logical sense at all.
It did, because I've seen it like 1,000 times. And then all of a sudden, we go into this. No, first the boat recedes back into a toy. Ponyo gets tired, and she turns back into a goldfish.
That was really sad. Oh, there was parts on there that made me tear up. Like, real. I was tearing up.
And till we get in the tunnel, Sasuke starts crying, looking for her mother, because there was the car and all that. Then Ponyo says, "Don't worry, we'll find your mom."
Yeah.
And then, pretty much, here comes the grandmother saying she doesn't trust everybody.
Yeah. And these were older movies before all this all CGI stuff came around.
Yeah.
It's like pastel paint and animation.
Yeah. And then here comes Ponyo's dad saying, "You gotta trust me," and the grandmother says, "Don't trust him. He's not worth it."
Yeah.
And then pretty much we go where Sasuke's mother is.
Under the sea.
Then,
but it wasn't just the mother. They were there with most of the hospital people too.
Yeah.
It's like under the sea in an air bubble.
Yeah. Then pretty much Sasuke's mother's talking to Ponyo's mother, explaining this whole situation. Then the mother said everything's gonna be okay. Then Ponyo's mother saying everything's back in balance.
Humans are saved. the sea goes calm, everyone's happy, happy ending. And the daddy comes home.
Yeah, and pretty much at the end, I thought Ponyo and Sasuke were about to kiss at the end. Pretty much, Ponyo accepted, will you accept staying as human? Then Sasuke says, I love all the Ponyos.
Yeah. And that was like an hour and 85 minutes long for this movie.
So that was our review on the Ponyo movie. So, how would you rate this movie? What'd you like about it?
What I like? I think just the moral of the story was beautiful. The art, even the art was gorgeous. The animation, and the colors also pretty colors.
And yes, I agree with you. I liked it all, and I'll give this movie about a 10 out of 10 because I liked it. So,
that sounds right.
Yeah.
It was nostalgia for me. Because I spent years literally trying to find, with Mom's help, trying to find these movies, and they're like really hard to find.
Well, I can just go to Best Buy or any place to find this movie, or I can just rent it at the Red Box. So this is Cartoons signing out. I hope everybody liked this review.
I hope so too.
So anything you want to say before we head out, Sweetie Bot?
Not really. You can, I think I sent you my YouTube link, so, yeah.
Yeah, that's generous. So, I'd like to thank everybody for another episode of Roundtable's Villains. This is Cartoons and Sweetie Bot signing out.
Bye!